So, what an interesting turn of events. A little over 12 hours ago, obviously we saw the Jets and the Patriots, and it was a very good Thursday night football game. You guys have not seen the video should be somewhere in the suggestion box somewhere, or just click over to my channel, it's right there. And apparently I'm an idiot for having a thumbnail of the game, even though I clearly write in the description box, giving my thoughts and recap. Yes, I'm gonna illegally use footage from the NFL and I'm gonna put it on YouTube so that my channel can get flagged and my channel get taken down for copyright. Makes sense, right? Anyways, in the last 15 hours ago, obviously we saw the Jets and the Patriots. It was a good game. I know I kind of a little bit ranted on my team. To be fair, the Jets obviously played their heart out, basically, and played a good game. So, obviously they wanted it a bit more than the Patriots, but until the end, it was kind of like a... Moving on. So, I get on Twitter, because I just, got off from work, whatnot, just about, half an hour ago. So I go down Twitter, and I see it was trending Percy Harvin to the Jets, and I'm thinking, what? No way. That's no. I mean, I know the Jets want to get another wide receiver to complement Eric Decker, of course, but why would the Seahawks get rid of their only really wide receiver? I mean, no disrespect to Doug Baldwin and Jermaine and Curse and guys like that, and Lockett. No disrespect to them. I mean, they can potentially be decent to good wide receivers from time to time. Don't get me wrong. But Percy Harvin's their best threat. I mean, granted, all Percy Harvin does, on the offense is you just give him a screen. That's it. That's all he's been doing. Don't believe me. Go ask any Vikings fan. That's all he did. Oh, look, he's right there, not even moving. Run. And granted, I know Percy Harvin's made of freaking glass. I mean, the guy's freaking, let's face it, the guy is glass. So far, he hasn't gotten injured yet. But the guy's made of glass. You touch him like this, and he's going to be, out for, the season. You just go like this and a little poke. That's it. So, when I heard Percy Harvin straight to the Jets, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is the Seahawks getting out of this? Like a third-round pick. I'm like, wow, they're getting him for a box of freaking cookies. Seriously. At least throw, a second-round pick, maybe. Look what the, Seahawks got for Percy Harvin to begin with. I mean, the Seahawks got rid of a few picks to the Vikings. For Harvin, I believe one of them was a first-round pick too. I believe, but nonetheless, wow. Percy Harvin goes from a team who just won the Super Bowl to a one-win team who, at this point, is in last place of the AFC East. Granted, half the season hasn't even officially gone by yet, but I don't know about this trade. To me, yes, on paper, it makes the Jets look better, of course. No question about it. But at the same time, and I know this is the same guy that brought before anyone says, oh, it's the same guy that was on special teams in Super Bowl that scored a touchdown. Yeah, no, trust me. I saw the game. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yes, Eric Decker is doing, I think, a better job than what people thought he would be doing, moving from Peyton Manning, the Denver Broncos, to Geno Smith and the New York Jets. But does this really help the Jets? Because here's the reason why I'm saying that. Because obviously, I'm sure if you're a Jets fan, you got to be somewhat at least happy about this. I know the guy's fragile and whatnot, so you might be a little... But at the same time, you got to go, okay, we got another good wide receiver for basically nothing. All right, cool. But are you still holding on to your seat, Jets fans, about, okay, this is the same guy who I just mentioned a couple of times already. Excuse me if I'm on a cold. That's injury prone. That has a huge history of being injured. Just letting it out there. I'm not trying to bash you guys. I'm not trying to put you guys down. I'm not trying to be negative. But you have to look at the facts. This guy has a history of injury problems. When the Patriots signed Danny Amendola, that was the same thing. I was like, okay, Danny Amendola could be a decent wide receiver. but the guy can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just how I personally feel it. You know, feel like the situation. But don't get me wrong. I mean, if Percy Harvin stays healthy this season, he could be not too bad for the Jets. Granted, he'll probably be. I guess he'll be a number 2 wide receiver. I mean, I don't know if he considered number 1 wide receiver over Eric Decker. I mean, I guess you could flip a coin of who's a number 1 wide receiver, but still, he should be getting enough targets for Geno Smith there, who's still developing as a second-year quarterback. So, and at the same time, you know, if you're a Seahawks fan, I know you could be a bit disappointed, but if you're a Seahawks fan, look at the bright side. Look at it this way. You guys won the Super Bowl last year. You're probably thinking, obviously. But think you guys won the Super Bowl last year without Percy Harvin being there for the majority of the season. Remember that. For the majority of the season, Percy Harvin was not there. It's not like he had Sidney Rice there, because remember, Sidney Rice is another purple wide receiver that's like, oh, he had the talent if only he stayed healthy. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Seahawks. Obviously, you know, you come from Percy Harvin, you know, to now, Doug Baldwin. And, of course, you got Marshawn Lynch, you know, one of the best running backs, one of the best running backs in the National Football League. But we'll see how this shakes up. We'll just see. I mean, it's still developing to my brain that the Seahawks would trade Percy Harvin, and I'm still wondering why. But hey, the Jets got a good ride as long as he stays healthy. That's a big if he stays healthy. So far, he stayed healthy this season. You know, so if you're a Jets fan, you're thinking, okay, so far so good. But again, we'll see how this goes. All right. So catch you guys later, and see how the school's going. All right. Peace.